Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Out of the Park Baseball 22 with the Kansas City Royals. We just finished up our first full season, and we had an 18-game improvement from one season to the next. So 46 and 116 last year, 64-98 this year. It's our fourth straight season in fifth place, but that 18-game improvement, I think, guys, that deserves a like. So drop this video a like if you would. I would appreciate it. And this is going to be the off-season episode, so we're going to get through the postseason here relatively quickly, and we'll get to the off-season, see what we can do to improve this club through free agency and through the Rule 5. We'll take a look at some of the individual performances. We're not going to look at everything, because a lot of it was pretty trash, but we had a handful of decent pitching performances: Salinas, Figueroa, Mooney, Pappas, and then Albuquerque's a young pitcher who wasn't particularly good last year. In fact, he was quite bad, but the ratings suggest he'll be okay. Alfredo Salinas, he was a reliever this year, put up 2 wins in just 60 innings, a 160 ERA plus. He was really, really good. So we will likely make him a starter next season. You can see that stuff is quite good for a starter. He's got 3+ pitches, above average movement control. His stamina is fine. So he'll likely be a starter next year. High leader in work ethic. He's only 23. So big things planned for him. Figueroa, we tried to move. Nobody wanted him, but he's got 5 good pitches. His stuff plays better out of the bullpen than it does as a starter, so I don't really know what we're going to do with him. He's sort of been the main guy here for the last 4 years, but it hasn't been working. Chris Mooney, we picked up at the trade deadline from Miami as a two-way player, and he was really, really good, especially with the bat. You can see he hit almost 400. His ratings as a hitter are tremendous. Hit almost 400 as a batter. Put up 1 win in 13 starts as a starter. Was 3-4 with a 4.5. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but he was above average, 180 ERA plus. I mean, you can do a whole lot worse as your 4th or 5th starter than Chris Mooney, especially having him in the outfield as well. Brendan Pappas, we tried to trade. His ratings suggest he should be a whole lot better than he is. So we'll give him 1 more year. Hopefully under a new regime next year he'll be better. But yeah, those ratings tell me he should be better than he is. The rest of the staff was meh. Albuquerque I talked about. And then offensively, Azua is our big gun, if you will. Elite defensively. Really good with the bat. You can see his second full season just obliterated all of his stats from a year ago. Put up 5.5 WAR, 900 OPS. Was really, really good. So, and was fantastic out in right field. Mooney, we talked about again. He's really good defensively as well. So, as a center fielder with a 90 range, yeah, that's quality. Adrian Benia, a bit of an unusual player. We picked him up in the Rule 5. He's got okay contact, but great gap power, and everything else is kind of average, but still put up 3 wins. I don't know. I mean, he's good defensively as well. Has a little bit of base stealing ability, but I don't know if, he might be better served as a backup outfielder I don't know. He's good, but I don't know how, he's replaceable, I guess. Paschiony Jr. we picked up in a trade with San Diego. You can see 287, 721 OPS with us. Good contact. If we have him and Mooney at the top of the order, kind of 1-2, that provides a lot of contact at the top of the order. Anybody else that we want to look at? Not really. McGowan was a Rule 5 guy, 26 home runs, slightly below average at age 25. Francis was a Rule 5 guy, just a metric ton of power, but really bad otherwise. You can see he hit 33 home runs, but put up a 700 OPS. So he can't really field. So he's probably going to go back to AAA next year. Sandoval we picked up in a trade with San Francisco. I'm high on him. Campos is a really good defensive shortstop. He's actually probably more of a second baseman with that arm, but how'd he do at shortstop last year? Yeah, efficiency was below average. Zone rating was below average. So we'll see what we have there. I'm not, he's replaceable. And that's really about it from a big league perspective. A couple of our prospects, obviously the one I'm most excited about is Mike Goldberg. He was the number 1 overall pick this past season. Struggled a bit in the minors, but he's going to be fantastic. 85, 56, 58. Assuming those all stay the way they are with 5+ pitches, he's going to be fantastic. Anybody else in the minors that Josh Beck I'm excited about as well? He's an outfielder we picked up from Miami as well. He's going to be really, really good in the outfield next year for us. He could potentially be a starter, but likely he'll be our backup at all 3 positions. He hit really well in AAA last year, so we'll see what happens. He's only 22. Ayala we got from Miami as well. First baseman with a little bit of pop. We'll see how he develops. He's only 21. Probst was our 2nd round pick, and he hit really, really well in rookie ball and then struggled a bit in A ball. So he'll start in A ball, but that contact and that power, he could be something special in left. They have him playing center. I don't want him playing center. I want him in left. Anybody else? Ramirez and Fuentes. We got Ramirez from San Diego in a trade. Oh, and Fuentes I'm really excited about. A shortstop with just great. I mean, if that contact can get up to a 30 or a 35 with 81 home run power, yeah, he's going to be something special. So we'll hold on to him. He's still a ways away, but Delicio was a pick from last year as well. Can play multiple positions. Right now they have him in center. I don't know that's necessarily where I want him to play, but we'll deal with that in the offseason. So yeah, we got a lot of young players that are sort of making their way up. It's going to be a couple of years before we're any good, but it's pretty much where we are this season. Our former club, the Cincinnati Reds, finished 98-64, won the division again. Tamar Johnson, it looks like they re-signed him, and they're batting him leadoff. Zumaya had another 40 home run, 130 RBI season. That's 3 in a row. Josh Sanders hit 50 home runs for the Reds this year. Yep, they're a pretty solid team still. Pitching staff still looks pretty sharp, has most of the players we signed. Anybody from Detroit still hanging around? They finished 70-92, so they've fallen on hard times. Traven Balog is still around. John Todd, Jordan Castro, Cam Collier, Carson Hamro, Luis Zarate. So they still got some players hanging around. That's pretty cool from the very, very beginning of this playthrough. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead now and sim ahead to the beginning of the offseason. And we will see what we can do about improving things in year 2. So I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we are back. It is the off season, and some stuff happened. So we had a staff member retire, our pitching coach, our third base coach, our hitting coach, and our assistant. That's fine. They can all go. We'll find replacements for them. We don't have any prospects in the top 10, which is a bit of a surprise. We have the 12th ranked prospect system right now. Goldberg, Soloway, Ferris, Albuquerque, and Fuentes. So we have to replace some coaches. So I guess let's do that first. Pitching coach and hitting coach. And now we can find coaches that really fit our needs. So let's try to find pitching coach. I'd like someone who works with personable, since that's what I currently have a couple of already lined up. This guy was with, he's got a poor relationship with everybody. Adrian Martin's been with the Rockies. He would be pretty good. He's got a good relationship or an excellent relationship with just about everybody. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. Offer him a contract. Hitting coach, same deal. He's been with the Rockies as well. An average relationship with Azua, but an excellent or good relationship with literally everyone else. I would prefer somebody to have a good relationship with Azua just because he's our top hitter. You know what? I think I'm okay with. Where is he? Logan Bone. That's a name. Been with the Giants. There we go. This is the guy I want. Logan Bone. Let's make him our hitting coach. And then what else do we need to look at? Assistant GM and third base coach. All right, let's find ourselves an assistant GM. Again, you look for somebody who really has, like this guy right here, John McLeod. I like someone who's got green in everything. And then we need a third base coach. So what's our current coach good at? Our current coach is good at defense, catching defense, and outfield defense. So we need somebody who is... Oh, wait. Yes, we need someone who's good at infield defense and running. Infield defense and running. Coach ratings. Infield defense and running. That's what we're looking at. Mark Hamilton is temperamental. He works well with controlling, struggles with easy going. And we can bring in... He struggles with personable. This was the guy I just looked at, right? Yeah, Rohan. Let's just bring in Enrico Cicotti. He has no interest in coaching for us. Let's do it that way. Ryan Ludwig is excellent and good. Rohan is outstanding and outstanding. Sure. All right, that's fine. All right, so we have our coaches signed. Now we got to go and deal with arbitration. We'll let Bailey and Huff both go. So Azua is up for arbitration now, which isn't ideal. He's going to start to get expensive just as we get good. Oh, 5'5". I was looking at the number wrong. All right, so 5'4". Let's just get that one settled in. And we may try to offer him a long-term deal next year. But right now, I just want to get some of our more important players sort of settled in here. So now I'm going to bring back Florentino. McGowan, yep, he's not interested in discussing with us. Paschiony, 1.6. Will we take 1.5? No, it's got to be 1.525. Figueroa wants 6. Davenport. Yeah. Salinas wants 1.2. He's not interested in discussing. Pappas wants 1.7. He's not interested. Mooney wants $1 million. That's a bargain. 4 wins for us in half a season last year, and he wants $1 million. Squeevel and Byrace. None of those guys are any good. Does anybody want Figueroa now? Let's see. There's some offers. Old friend Jimmy Washabaugh. Coliano. We could pick up our catcher. We need a catcher. Defensively, he's pretty good. They didn't really play him much last year. So whoever took over decided to go elsewhere. Campbell Smithwick. I think this might be the option here. Get ourselves a 94 catcher. Can we do it for anything less? Like, would a Squeevel work? Okay, we'll do it this way instead. Give you Duncan, get Campbell Smithwick. They're not happy that we gave him up, but that's fine. We got ourselves an elite catcher, which we didn't have. We didn't have a catcher on our roster. So now we have a catcher who can't really hit, but is, I mean, I guess he's okay with the bat. I mean, he's not terrible, but he's elite defensively. So that works. We have to go back in here. Let's go back again and look at the options that we were getting here. I mean, trading him for his doppelganger doesn't make any sense, right? So if all we're going to get are more players that are the same as him, then we'll just keep him. And there's nothing here that excites me. I mean, I wouldn't mind Coliano. I mean, really. Go back to having a catcher who can field and a catcher that can hit. Yeah, he's down to a 34 movement now. Coliano. Can we get anything else from the Reds? I mean, I wouldn't mind picking them both up. I'd be totally okay with that. Any players here that I was a big fan of when I was running the team? Not really. I mean, there are, but no one that they're going to give me. Do I want to do this? Do I want to do Coliano? Solid above average, good hammerlock. I think I do. Trade Figueroa for Coliano, and we have revamped our catching situation in a matter of minutes. Campbell Smithwick and Coliano from the Reds. So buy race, we'll assign him. Anybody who's willing to sign, we will sign. Pappas isn't. I don't think any of these guys were. Salinas wasn't interested. Davenport was terrible, so we'll just let him go. And then nobody else was willing to. Oh, Smithwick and Coliano. 965. Get him, and then Coliano wants 7.5. Wow. Okay, so 7,150. It's a lot of money, but we're paying the other one. The minimum. So, all right. So I think that's good. Can we bring back Hayden Jones? He wants 1.3. Can we give him 3 years at 1? Cool. I'm good with that. And all of these guys can, I think, probably go away, and we will fill our minor leagues. Actually, let's take a look. Where do we stand? Yeah, we don't have a lot of players in our minor league system, so I think it probably makes sense to offer all of our minor league free agents contracts. So we go here, and we go offer all minor league contracts. There we go. And now I am going to sim ahead to free agency. We'll take a look at the award winners, and we'll figure out what we can do for free agency. So yeah, I'll be back again in just a minute. All right, guys, we are back. It is time for free agency, and I think I'm gonna turn on a dime here and do something that I don't normally do. So normally when I'm in my first couple of years, I will take most of my money and I'll invest it into scouting and development. And that's what I would do here as well. But there's an international free agent out there that I want, and I need to kind of break out all the stops, so to speak, to make it happen. And that's probably going to include trading the catcher that we just picked up, Aurelio Cogliano. And that free agent is 23-year-old Hirotoshi Furukawa. 23-year-old out of Japan. You can see he's a 3-star, 5-star potential. Just deadly with the bat, great speed. He's good defensively. Low leader, adaptability, work ethic, and intelligence, but the ratings say he's going to be a stud, and he doesn't want a ton of money. He only wants $8 million. We only have $5.5 million. So what that means is we need to clear up some money, and we're going to do that right off the bat by trading Cogliano. And next year things will be better because Witt and Picari's contracts come off the books. But if we take Cogliano, and I've already sort of looked at this, nobody wants him. So we have to do this. So we can trade him to San Francisco, which I think is going to be the end result here, for Wilber Perez. It gets the money off the books, and we can pick up a catcher in Rule 5, or we can pick up a catcher, we can pick up a minor league free agent or something. But I'm going to pull the trigger on this deal, get Cogliano off the books, and then we're going to go into the free agency, and we're going to make a run at Furukawa. And he wants 5 years at $8 million, and I'm fine with that. I mean, I'll offer it to him. We'll see if we have to go more than that, but I'm fine with that. 5 years, $41 million. And I mean, this isn't a year where we need to win, but I figured it would be hard. We'd be hard pressed to find a better value than that. So 23-year-old potential stud outfielder to pair next to Azua and Francis in the outfield puts us in a really, really good position. So what we need, we got South Asine, who's going to back up at short and second. Gray is terrible at third. Right now, this is our lineup. Right now, if we look at our minor leagues, we've got Beck, who we can call up. Right now, Blake Hunt will be our backup catcher, I think. Yeah, Blake Hunt will be our backup catcher right now. Saavedra, we'll probably call Saavedra up. He could be our first baseman. And I think that's it. Ayala's still a year or so away. So we're going to have Benia, who's better against right. Yeah, I think Saavedra may be our starting first baseman. I can't. Those ratings are just so good, even though Benia's a much better defensive option. So third base is terrible. And we're okay in the outfield, although I would like to bring in the Japanese import. And then from a pitching perspective, it's just a matter of finding, we can call up, any number. We can call up any of these players to just sort of fill the slots for the time being. So right now, my entire focus is on Furukawa. So let's go ahead and sim ahead a week and see what happens. Johnny Molina, we got to put there. So let's sim up to the winter meetings and let's see what happens. Let's see if we can land Furukawa. That would be awesome. Stick him in right field. Or, no, I'll probably put him in left because Azua is really good in right. So put him in left, Azua in right. And, I already forgot his name. The other guy in center field. I am trying to record this video when it's my busy season at work, so I'm a little flustered at the moment, but I'm going to continue to work through this for you guys. So no answers yet. Normally by now I would think if we were going to if he was going to come back to us and say somebody else is giving me a better deal, we would have gotten that message. So let's see if we got any notification yet. It means he should still be. Does he favor our offer? He does. He favors our offer still. You can see we're up to $17 million for extensions now, so hopefully that continues to go the right way. Let's finish the day. We got him. All right, we got him. We're going to stick him right on the big league roster. And now Let's make him a left fielder. Furukawa in left. Take McGowan out. Actually, Francis might be the one who comes out, but we now have Mooney and Paschiony as 1, 2, Azua as 3, Furukawa as our 4. Yeah, that's starting to come along. That lineup is starting to come along. We still need a third. I mean, right now our DH against righties probably be McGowan. And then right now we don't really have a third base. I mean, I guess we could make Southacene our third baseman. Kind of run like that. Our bottom 3 isn't very good, but that 1 through 6 is pretty damn good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That makes me happy. All right, so we don't get a fan interest bump from that, surprisingly. But, yeah, so we have $10 million now. I'm surprised we don't get a fan interest bump from that. So now what we can do is let's look at... let's go to here. We want to find extremely popular players that aren't expensive. That's the goal now. You know, maybe if we can find a backup catcher who's popular. Jared Kalinich, no. Well known, well known, well known. Joey Bart, he's wrecked. If he wasn't wrecked, that might... Oh, Bailey. We could just go right back to Patrick Bailey. All right, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to go up to... Actually, let's look at pitchers real quick, because this could change after the Rule 5. There could be some players on here that are cheaper as we go further along. Colina is extremely popular. He only wants 1.2. Ben Hernandez. I mean, I could throw some money, a little bit of money at both of these guys. Throw like $1 million at each of them. Yeah, let's do that. Let's throw $900K at him. And he wants the same, so let's throw $900K. Oh, he only wants $820. Oh, let's throw him $900. Get a couple of extremely popular pitchers to try to bump that fan interest. And now let's go up to the Rule 5. Actually, I think we got to do Hall of Fame voting. So we'll do that here in just a second. And you can see the Indians won the World Series. They beat the Cincinnati Reds, who had a pretty good run. Beat the Nationals, beat the Giants, and the Indians win the World Series in 2034. So they both favor the offers. It's time for the Rule 5. Is there anybody not on the rule, not on our 40-man that we want to put on our... Wow, this guy's terrible. Wow. I don't think so. Just go through this list real quick. Nope. Danny Molina, he looks like he could be... He can't field, but he's got a pretty solid bat. How's Goldberg doing? Has he developed at all? Controls dropped a little bit. What's our scout like? Outstanding, excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Are there any better scouts out there? Nope. Okay, so we're good with that. All right, let's get to the Rule 5. So we have the 4th pick in the Rule 5 draft this year. So let's go ahead. And let's see what's available. Would like to pick up a catcher. One who can field, unlike Jose Alvarado. We need a third baseman. This kid looks like he's okay. He can hit, can't really field, but high work ethic. He's only 22. We'll put him in there and see if there's anybody any better. But that looks like a pretty solid pick. We don't need any more outfielders. unless there's a stud in here somewhere. Terrible defensively. Jim Dugan. Wasn't he in Colorado? He was in Cincinnati's system for a while, right? Yeah, we traded him to Colorado. Yeah, he's got a great bat, but is terrible with the glove. Dominguez is probably a better option. He's slightly better defensively, not much, but slightly. He's 32. Oh, he's in our system. He's in Double-A. All right, so we have Chris Laxton, another former Red. Don't need another outfielder, though. I just got done saying that. Mendoza can't field. Palma's 34. He's also in our system. Where's he? He's in Double-A as well. All right, well, we have a couple of players in the minors that can come up and be our backup catcher, so that's good. Yeah, I signed a bunch of a bunch of minor league free agents prior to last season starting. Raul Zenon. Wow, look at that speed and base running, man. I think we're good. I think we're going to go with Alex Bumblebee Dominguez as our one draftee. And we will complete the draft. So we lost Christian Campbell. That's fine. All right, so where were some of these other catchers? Yeah, Palma. I think Palma's going to be that guy. I want to get him. I mean, he's 34, but not plus 90 defense will work for me. All right, so we have $20 million. Yeah, you can see our revenue per game is increasing almost 2 to 1. We're going to have almost twice as many fans in the stands next year. So that should bump this right away, which will allow us to put more money into scouting and development, which we can't do right now. But let's keep simming ahead until those two pitchers sign, and then I'll just sim ahead to the beginning of, or the end, I guess, of spring training. We'll set our rosters, and maybe I'll play opening day. I haven't played a game in a while, so maybe we'll play opening day once we get to that point. I stopped recording for a second and then remembered that I hadn't done the Hall of Fame voting, which I had just said I wanted to do Hall of Fame voting, so let's do that now. Let's see who we got in here. Jose Abreu is in his third. No. Jose Altuve, no. Trevor Bauer, no. Bogarts, no. Braun, no. Chris Bryant, no. Garrett Cole. Yeah, I mean, 141 and 84 is a good record. I know you can't base it off record, but Freddie Freeman, absolutely. Joey Gallo, no. Judge, no. Hernandez, yes. He's not even going to come close, but I'm going to vote for him anyway. Yeah, none of these guys are going to make it. None of these guys are even going to come close, it doesn't look like. We're going to vote for Sale again. Stanton, and we'll vote for Votto. And that'll be that. All right, so now we got to sim ahead and see if we can get an answer from those two free agent pitchers, just to try to bump the fan interest a little bit. Still nothing, huh? Check the offseason. Still favors our offers. Let's just get up to preseason, I guess. Hopefully these guys agree, and these aren't the type of players who go into spring training and then end up getting like $12 million one-year deals, which I've seen happen with relievers time and time again. But I'm excited. I'm excited about our outfield. I think we are in pretty good shape. Yeah, this is not a trade I'm making. Hall of Fame. Freddie Freeman makes it in his first attempt. Freddie Freeman for his career. 283, 376, 493, 450 home runs, 2,700 hits, almost 650 doubles, 71 WAR, and Joey Votto makes it. Very nice. Votto with a great career, ends up hitting over 300, 66 WAR, 2,100 hits, over a 400 on base percentage. Joey Votto, very underrated player in this this era, I guess. I want to get a scouting report on Mr. Furukawa. Let's keep going. Awesome. Okay, so fan interest is amazing that we signed Kalina. That's exactly what I wanted. And let's look at... Okay, so it's still out. No, wait. All right, still very high now, and his ratings haven't dropped at all. Great. He's going to be a stud. Keep him in forward, see if we can get that other relief pitcher, and then I'll sim ahead to the end of spring training. We're still not going to be very good. I mean, we're basically bringing back the same team, but we added a bat in the middle of the lineup, and the hope is that our pitchers, all with another year under their belt, will be a little bit better. Awesome. So we pick up Ben Hernandez. Fan interest is amazing. So we get ecstatic and amazing with those two players, and we are now up to a 74 fan interest. We were at 56 prior to those two signings. So revenue per game is up 150%. And I'm going to sim ahead now to the end of spring training. So I'll be back in just a minute. All right, we are back once again. It is just about opening day. And we had... Not much has happened. We did get a bump to our budget because of the moves we made and the number of fans coming in. So we were able to bump our scouting and development up to $10 million each while still reeling in the big fish of the offseason, Hirotoshi Furukawa. He's up to 3.5 stars and just continues to get better. So, so we don't have any money to spend this year. Not that I'm really anticipating spending any money next year. We get Witt and Picari off the books at the end of this season, and then some of our players start to get a little expensive, like Azua's due over $10 million next season. But if we can lock up him and Furukawa long term, we've got a 23-year-old and a 24-year-old, basically similar to what we did in Cincinnati, a couple of outfielders to really help solidify our team moving forward. So we have 142 emails. It's because I didn't delete anything going all the way back. Player development. Salinas, we made him a starter, and stuff got a little bit better. Movement and control dropped a bit, but... looks like he can still start for us. Pedroza, he looks okay. Pappas got a little worse. His contract is up after this year, so we will likely trade him this year. Mooney, his ratings have stayed the same offensively. And I think from a pitching perspective, he's basically the same pitcher. Anybody else? Ferris, looks like he got a little better. Stuff dropped a little bit, but the movement and control got better. I don't know that he's ever going to be great, but he could be a middle of the rotation type guy. Albuquerque, same deal. I don't know that he's ever going to be a stud, but he could be a decent, 2 or 3. And then you don't want to pay a whole lot of attention to what's going on with the spring training. Increases and decreases. It happens all the time, and you get some crazy things that happen. So, all right, so we have 39 players on our spring training roster, including 18 pitchers. So we have to look at every pitcher on our roster is either 2.5 stars or 3 stars. It'll make it hard to decide who to send down. So we'll send down McCallum. So we'll send down what? 5? Yeah, 5. McCallum, Gowan, Clendon. I guess we just do the bottom 5. Clendon can't go down. You can DFA him. I don't care. All right, so our starters. Ferris, we have 6 here. One of them, Pappas just continues to get hit hard. I think we're going to stick Guzman in the bullpen for now. And we'll do something like this, I guess. Ferris, Salinas, Pappas, Mooney, Albuquerque. And then from a bullpen perspective, they want Hayden Jones to be our closer. Yeah, I guess. I mean, the rest of our bullpen's pretty trash. Actually, I want Caswell as my closer. He looks like he could be fun. He looks like he could be fun as a closer. Yeah, and then we'll just... Our pitching staff is really bad. So we have to send down... So, yeah, that's set. Caswell, Hernandez, and Colina will set up. Guzman, Jones will be middle relief. Cabrera, Byrays will be long relief. And Macias will be a specialist. So not very good. Not very good at all. But that's fine. So we have 34. We got to send, I think, 7 players down. So we'll send down Hunt. We're probably going to have to DFA him. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I don't. Okay. So Chestnut, 1 Minor, Ames, Fisher, Sandoval. Send all those guys down. We can't send Fisher down. We have to DFA him. That is fine. So where does that put us? I think we have to get to 27, so we got to send 1 more down. I think. I can't remember if this league is 20. I'm doing so many different leagues, and we're going to send down Gray because he's terrible. All right, so we have to clear our lineups. Let's go batting ratings, and we're going to go Mooney, Paschiony, Azua, Furukawa as our 1, 2, 3, 4. Our 5th will be McGowan. I don't want McGowan. I don't want back-to-back lefties. I think we go Dominguez, then McGowan. Yeah, Dominguez. Yeah, he's no real splits, so he'll be really good in the middle of that lineup. Benia at first for now. Oh, wait, this is against righties, right? Yeah, so I want Saavedra out there against righties, and we'll bat him there. Then we've got Smithwick, and I think we're going to go Southacene. He's just better than Campos. So we're going to run with that as our lineup against DHs. That looks fine to me. Let's copy this lineup, paste it in here. And what changes do we want to make against lefties? So against lefties, Saavedra will come out, McGowan will come out, Francis will come in as the DH, and Campos will come in as... No, not Campos, Bonilla. Excuse me. Will come in as the first baseman, and we'll leave the top. How's Furukawa? Can't really hit lefties. So, neither can Bonilla, though. No, he's better than Saavedra. No, I think Saavedra is our first baseman, just across the board. I think we'll do this. We'll move Furukawa down to the 5 spot. I'm okay with that. Let's copy here. Just paste. We got to remove the designated hitter. Saavedra, Southacene, Smithwick. Oops, what did I do? Depth chart, and then come here, copy the lineup, paste the lineup, remove the DH, Southacene, Saavedra, and we'll switch these two like that. Put that in there. Let's get to opening day, and I think we'll play that game against Seattle. Why not? Paschiony had a really nice spring, hit .438. We were 14-14 in the spring, and I know it doesn't... Oh, look who led the National League in hitting. As I bounce around here a little bit. Yu-Yi Liu still going strong for the Dodgers. All right, so they think we should stay close to an even record. I don't know about that. Furukawa is the number 2 prospect in baseball. That's not a surprise. Let's see what that did to... We're up to second now. Yeah, Goldberg is the number 14 prospect. Fuentes is 42. Soloway 73. And I really hope that pitch develops. Otherwise, he's just a pretty good reliever. And then Molina is 80th. So, yeah, we have some pretty solid... and we're going to move him up to AA right now. Oops, wrong team. Anybody else I want to make some moves with? He's in rookie ball right now. We can send him to A ball. Fuentes is still going to stay in rookie ball. Goldberg will start in A ball. I need that control to develop. And Furukawa is with the big club. So cool. Let's just do this. Let's make sure that's all set. Probst will stay where he is. Both of these guys will probably be in high A before too long. All right. So, yeah, it's opening day. And we're going to play against Seattle. Make sure I have... Yeah, we have the right number of players on our roster. So let's play this game. We haven't played a game in a while, so they're going to be starting Alex Mooney at shortstop. John Diaz in right field, Manny Fernandez batting third, the designated hitter. Nate Chandler will bat fourth, play center. Hector Valdez bats fifth and plays left. Chris Miller, the former Tiger, will bat sixth and play sixth. Yeah, Luis Leyes plays third and bats seventh. Chris Berenger, the catcher, batting eighth, and Mac Horvath will bat ninth at second base. Ruben Montano, 25-year-old, 8-9 with a 4.94 ERA, gets the start for them. For us, Mooney, Paschiony, Azua, Furukawa, Dominguez, McGowan, Southacene, Saavedra, Smithwick with Ferris, 5 and 8 with a 5.23 last year. So let's play this game. Beautiful. Kansas City. We got to stop. How do you pause this? Because right now it is simming the entire thing. It's not letting me. I screwed it up. Alright, well, we'll just sit and watch it, I guess. We will sit and watch it. Paschiony down the third base line. It's going to be a double. Yeah, 1-out double for Paschiony. Danny Azua to short. He grounds out there. 2 outs. Runner remains. Furukawa grounds out. Oh, error on the second baseman. So runners first and third, 2 outs. And Dominguez grounds it in the hole. And he is out. Top of the first. No score. That ball's hit to right field. It's going to get down for a single. Hector Valdez pops up on the infield. Catch is made there. Chris Miller grounds it to second. 4-6-3 double play. We're through an inning and a half, no score. McGowan is up, and he pops that one out to left. 1 out, 1 away. Southacene. He's going to fly out to right. And Saavedra. He's going to fly out to center. So left, right, and center. We're through 2. No score. Leyes hits. He's going to lead off double for Luis Leyes as he hammers that one down the line. Berenger strikes out. Horvath hits a fly ball to left. That one's a no-doubter. Mac Horvath, the number 9 hitter, goes yard 413 feet, and we're down 2-0. Mooney strikes out, and Diaz will face Ferris, and Diaz will ground out. So Seattle gets 2. We're down 2-0. Smithwick, so we have 9-1-2. Smithwick with a line out to right. Here comes Mooney. Grounds out to third, and Paschiony with a base hit. So he's 2 for 2. Rest of the team 0 for 10. Here comes Azua, and he strikes out. So we're down 2-0 after 3. Manny Fernandez bloops it to right. That's going to get down for a single. Chandler down the left field line. That's going to be extra bases. So Seattle threatening again here. Runners on second and third. Nobody out. Fly out to left. That should be deep enough to get a run home. Well, we'll see. It looks like he's going to throw him out. He throws him out at the plate. Very nice. And Miller is up, and he gets the hit to right. So we can't get out of that one. Very close. So a double for Miller. We're down 3-0. Leyes hits a fly ball to center. So we're down by 3 now, going to the bottom of the 4th. Furukawa will lead off, and he hits that one way out of here. So the first run, 466 feet. Hirotoshi Furukawa gets us on the board, and it's 3-1. Dominguez to right center field. And that's going to get down for a double. So back-to-back hits for us here in the 4th. McGowan pops that one up on the infield, 1 away. South the scene, bloops that one to right. That's going to get down for a hit. Runner comes around third, and he's going to score. And that's a RBI single for Ty South the scene, and we're down by a run. And they turn the 3-6-3 double play, but we get 2. So we're now within a run. Got to stop them here. Behringer strikes out. Horvath hit a 2-run home run last time up. Grounds it up the middle here, 2 away. Top of the order in Mooney. And that's going to be a gapper. So that should be a 2-out double for Mooney. 2-1 pitch to Diaz. And it looks like we're going to get out of the inning. 3-1. So we're down by a run going into the bottom of the 5th. Number 9 hitter Smithwick strikes out. Top of the order in Mooney. Strikes out. And Paschiony. Ground ball to short. So we go down quietly in the 5th. Fernandez now hits a fly ball to right. I think that's going to stay in the field. Yep, Azua makes the catch. Chandler now. Ground ball to third. That's 2 away. And Valdez hits a pop out to right. So we send them down in order in the 6th. And we have the meat of our order. Here comes Azua. Grounds out on the 3-1 pitch. Furukawa flies out on a 3-0 pitch. And Dominguez. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. No, 2-out base runner. That's chopped on the infield, and that's going to be an infield single. Here comes South the scene, and he pops that one up. So he had an opportunity, but he flies out in the 6th, and we're still down by a run. Miller grounds it to second. 1 away. Leyes. Strike 3. And Behringer. Through the hole into left field for a 2-out single. Horvath strikes out. So we're through 6.5. 7th inning stretch. We're down by a run. Saavedra in the hole. Third baseman has it over to first for the out. Oh, Soup. Okay, I see. I'm an idiot. It said Soup is up next. I'm like, who is that? All right, so we go to the 8th, down by a run. It's going to be a ground ball to the second baseman. 1 away. John Diaz. He walks. That's a base hit to left, so 2 runners on here in the 8th. Chandler with a bloop to left. That's going to get down. The throw to the plate. Bases are loaded. 1 out. Ground ball to the shortstop, and it's an error. Oh, it's an infield hit. Okay. Miller hits that one out to right. That's going to get down for a hit. Another out at the plate, but another run comes in. We're now down by 3. Leyes is hit by the pitch. And that's the end of the inning. But Kansas City scores 2. We're now down by 3. Paschiony leads off. He's going to ground out to second. Oh, no, E4. So tying run is in the on-deck circle. Here comes Azua. And he hits that one into the left center field gap for extra bases. Hopefully Paschiony stops at third. Yep, so 2 on, nobody out. And Furukawa smashes that one to right field. So that's going to get a pair home Furukawa is going to coast into second with a double tying run at second base with nobody out in the 8th. Dominguez down to first. Runner goes over to third with 1 out. Ball gets away, and here comes Furukawa, and we tie it up. Gowan strikes out. Fredrickson will pinch hit. Grounds it into the hole. So we tie it in the 8th. And let's see what happens in the 9th. Caswell comes on. Strike 3. He's going to walk the lead. Nope, Mooney's going to hit a ground ball to short. It's 2 away. And Diaz, he will walk. So 2 out, base runner. Diaz attempts to steal second. He does. 2-2 pitch, grounded back to the pitcher, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. The chance to walk it off on opening day. Saavedra will lead off. Strike out. Smithwick grounds out to second, and Mooney will bat with 2 outs. That's going to be an infield hit for Mooney. So a 2-out base runner. Paschiony hits that one to center, and the catch is going to be made. So we're going to go to extra innings on opening day. Colino will come in the 10th. Gets a pop out to right. Valdez. Ground ball to third. Gets him there. 2 away. And Miller. Fly ball to right center. So we get out of that inning. Go to the bottom of the 10th. Chance to walk it off again. Fritz will pitch against Azua. Ground ball to short. It's booted there by the shortstop. E6. Here comes Furukawa. He strikes out. Bring up Dominguez. And he's going to ground into the 4. Oh, no, just a fielder's choice. That one's going to be hit down the left field line. There's nobody over there. That one's going to roll around for a long time. The runner's going to hit third, and he comes home and we win. Chris Francis with the walk-off double, and we win it on opening day, 6-5. Let's go. So Mooney goes 1 for 5, Paschiony 2 for 5, Azua 1 for 5, Furukawa 2 for 5, 3 RBIs, his first home run, Dominguez 2 for 5. So we get 7 1/3 out of Ferris. Hernandez goes 2/3 of inning. Caswell and Colina both pitch well, and we get the win. So that works for me. Gunning them down, 2 outfield assists in the same game. We win on opening day, and we are undefeated in our second season. So guys, that's going to do it for this one. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about Hirotoshi Furukawa and if I made the right moves thinking with my finances, because again, normally I would have just dumped all that money into my finances, but when you see a 23-year-old stud like that, you can't pass him up. And I think we're in good shape this year, or at least to be better than we were last year. So let me know your thoughts. As always, guys, leave the video a like and a subscribe. I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.